Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch One, and thanks for logging on. I'm sure more than a few of you already know what you're looking at, but just to confirm, you're looking at the Lange Unsuna Grand Lange 1 Lumen, a 2013 limited edition of 200 pieces in platinum. This unique watch can be seen and purchased on our website, watchyouwant.com, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. I thought a unique watch deserves a unique introduction, and mission accomplished. I'm going to show you every dulcet line of this wonderful German-made watch in the photon flood of my light box. Let me just bring back the light. And you'll find that the Grand Lange 1 Lumen is just as striking in the broad daylight. Everything about this sinuous case, its polished and brushed facets, its 49mm lug-to-lug span, its wonderfully thin 10.5mm thickness with generously domed bezel, works well with any attire. You can see that being thin and wonderfully sloped along its flank, it easily slides under a dress cuff. Likewise, on my wrist, 16 centimeters, 6.3 inches in circumference, it has a nice modern presence without being overwhelming. Now, it is the second generation Grand Lange, so rather than being borderline 42, it's borderline 41. A small refinement, but nevertheless, the watch wears its mass with elegance that the first generation was just slightly lacking. It's a refinement, it's an improvement, it's that German ethic of incremental improvement, incremental increases in merit, sophistication, and, quite honestly, good looks, because this watch trumps the first generation in every way. Whereas the very first featured a luminescent dial featuring loomed indices and hands, this one takes it to the next level with a smoked sapphire that allows the outsized date, a signature of the Lange Unsuna manufacturer, to charge so that when the next digit jumps in, it's already ready to glow. There's no blank spot, there's no downtime while it charges up. It's beautiful, it's brilliant, and it's immediate. The watch also features a wonderful insight into the base plate itself. Now you can see what's known as the bottom side of the movement, the dial side, has a gorgeous engine-turned perlage pattern across its face, and there's also a beautiful bridge on top of the outsized date mechanism. I should mention that date, designed and patented by Jaeger-LeCoultre, was actually brought over to Lange Unsuna for the relaunch of the company by JLC corporate father Günter Blumlein, a man who was actually instrumental in its resurrection. So it has a wonderful JLC heritage link right there. But what you're seeing is entirely of Lange's creation here. This aesthetic is all Glashütte. The watch was launched in 2013 as an edition of 200, the follow-up to 2010's Zeitwerk Lumen. That edition of 100 started the trend of the smoked sapphire, which in its third edition now continues at this year's Geneva Salon. But on the case back, this watch is no less compelling. You can see the Lange manufacturer caliber L095.2, a gorgeous movement, immaculately finished. It features many of the trademarks of the Glashütte manufacturer, propagated since 1994. The full three-quarter style bridge, the Glashütte stripes. Now, Glashütte stripes are not Geneva waves, not in Germany, but just as beautiful in every respect. You can see the screw-fixed golden chaton, pocket watch style, like the three-quarter bridge architecture. It recalls the glory days of the Lange manufacture in the years prior to World War II and before the collectivization of German watchmaking under the Soviets. You can see the beautiful heat-oxidized blued screws, and you can see this wonderful movement, handcrafted in every respect. 42 jewels, but that's not the highlight. It's just the one balance cock. You can see the balance cock, entirely hand engraved, is not just distinctive of Lange Unsuna, it's actually a trademark of the individual artisan who carved it. Each one is hand engraved, so every Lange watch, not just special editions, not just the Handwerkkunst editions, features hand engraving. And being distinctive of the artisan who carved it, you can actually buy a book from Lange that will show you which design matches up to which artisan, attaching a design and a face to your watch. It's a wonderfully old-world story of craft industry executed with modern refinement. And the modern refinements are abundant. With twin mainspring barrels, we're talking a 3-day power reserve and a gorgeous Swans neck regulator, black polished to standards that prior to Lange were, quite frankly, rarely seen in the industry. Even Patek was forced to raise its game after the 1994 debut of the first 4 Lange Unzuna models, of which the Lange 1 was one. You can see black polish, not just on the regulator assembly, but also on the cock for the escape wheel. Gorgeous anglage on the edges of the bridge. You can see the reflections. You can see the glow of the mirror polish in the light of my light box, and you can see that warm, almost honey color of the German silver movement structure. Now, German silver is nickel copper. It's not truly silver, but what it is a combination of metals that doesn't have to be plated like brass. So unlike the blinding silver rhodium-plated brass of traditional Swiss movements, this is completely untreated. Anti-magnetic and corrosion resistant. Over time, it won't corrode, but it will assume a darker, more intense golden glow. This is a very special timepiece. Everything about it, from its steady 21,600 vibration traditional beat rate to its classical pocket watch-inspired styling cues, chaton, nickel copper, and of course the three-quarter bridge architecture, speaks to a time when Glashütte watches reigned supreme, not just in Germany, but stood among the very best built in Europe, and we're back to that era. These are the good old days for Lange, and thanks to watches like the Grand Lange 1 Lumen, you can see it on our website, watchyouwant.com. Take it home, enjoy it, and light it up.